More important international scale modeler. Today I got a review for you of the Meng 1/35 Merkava 3 with the mine rolling system on it. Quite a hard word to say. I think it's Nochri Dalet mine roller. My pronunciation's terrible, always is, I don't care. Looks to be a superb kit. Have a quick look in the box and the detail just looks absolutely top notch again. If it's anything like the Bradley, it's going to be a top draw kit. This was kindly donated by Tim, a value kit, for our May prize draw prize. So one of you guys is going to win this. You're going to be drawn at random and win this kit, so someone's going to be very, very lucky there. Again, as always, thanks to Tim and Stu Value Kits. Generosity is unbound. Absolutely amazing kits that you give us to review and give away for prizes and what have you. So thanks again. Always thanks to you guys. And like I say, so it looks superb kit. Israeli Defence Force as always, so always cracking vehicles, always unusual. They always do something to them that makes them jump out from the crowd, and I'm really, really enjoying IDF stuff at the minute. I've got the Hobby Boss 1/35 Merkava, if I tell you now, it's up in the stash right behind me. Merkava 3, the LIC version, so it's a different version. That looks a top draw kit. Whether it's any better, I don't know, I shall see. If it is, I'll be adding one of these to my stash because what I've seen so far, it looks great. So we'll go to the bench, start the review, but first, cue the video. Okay, so over on the workbench, the box art, as you can see, looks absolutely superb. We've got a new camera angle today. I'm trying to face on one, see what it's like. My mug's not made for video, but the front one in front's not been working out that well. Special reviews, can't get much in it, and it very really works on the build videos as well. So I'm going to try face on. Gives a bit more personal touch. Unfortunately, you get to see my ugly mug, one of the lights and one of the cameras. The other one's here, so that's the way it is. Let's go find somewhere better, but this is just a trial today, so trying on this review. Like I say, box art looks great. Depicts the vehicle with a mine roller on. If you want to put that on, that's entirely up to yourself. If you don't, it's your own choice. It's your model at the end of the day. But like I say, the box art looks great, as you can see. On the side of the box, we've got rendition of it for the 1st Platoon, 1st Company, 3rd Uzuz Bravery Battalion, 460 Brigade. So you have to ignore my pronunciation there, absolutely shocking. But that's the way it is. On the front we've got, obviously, name of the kit, rubber type and all steel type road wheels included. One piece TP tracks, which might not be the best thing, we'll see when we go through. One piece or separate side skirt options. Empty or full baskets are options, which is a nice choice again as well. Precise reproduction of ball and chain armour. We'll see what that compares to, because the Hobby Boss kit actually comes with chains and little balls to put on. Clear lights, periscopes, and obviously just generic information, the kit code, etc. on the front. Obviously it's 1/35 scale, so it's going to build quite an impressive size model. On the other side we've got a bit of information about the mine roller system. I'll read in a second, and another picture as well. But command tank, 2nd Platoon, 3rd Gimel Company, 1st Storm Battalion, 188 Lightning Brigade, and that's quite an interesting picture. If I can get you on the overhead there, that's rather cool. A bit of information here which I'll read off now. Merkava 3 Mark 3 BAZ with Nochri Dalet mine roller system. I said that right, I said it wrong. Merkava MK.3, one of IDF's most powerful main battle tanks, has been developed from Merkava MK.3. It's good mobility and a powerful 1200 horsepower engine installed in the front. The weapon system consists of a 120mm smoothbore gun and 3 machine guns. So smoothbore meaning it can fire a multitude of weapons heads. Meanwhile, a new gunner's sight and additional commander's panoramic sight are equipped. Heavily armoured engine deck strengthens its front protection. This tank can also be equipped with the Nochri Dalet mine roller system, so as to clear mines in battlefield. Kit info: 1/35 scale plastic model of Israeli Merkava MK.3 main battle tank with a total length of 324mm, total length being 268, so the rest of that's obviously the barrel. With width 111mm. Unique shape of Israeli tanks is recycled, reproduced. Rubber band and all steel type road wheels are included. All BAZ can be built to be empty or full. Not sure what that means, whether you get equipment to go in there, I'm not sure. Separate side skirts, one-piece TP tracks, and precise and workable mine roller parts are included. 2 painting schemes are included. So that's the box. It looks good, you know. Plenty of information on the front, so if you're looking at the shop, it does whet your appetite a little bit to have a look at it. We'll open it up and start seeing what we've got inside. There's a lot of plastic in this. I've already looked in there and I thought, that's going to take a while to get through. But it makes an interesting review, so we'll go through it and see what we got. So we'll put the box to one side there. Should we count the screws? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 screws, 1 clear part, turret 2 parts, upper and lower hull 2 parts, so around about 20 screws in general. We also get the plastic tracks, which, to be fair, we'll get to them in a bit. They don't look too bad. Seen a lot worse. There's a lot of flash on them when they clearing up and what have you, but like I say, I've seen worse. We've got the chain, a piece of what looks like lead, a couple of pieces of wire, a little piece of string, decals, decals, depending on how you pronounce them. Not many, so not really very taxing there. Your instruction book, and that's a lot. Instruction books are great on these. The Bradley was absolutely superb. Quick look in this, it looks just as good as well, so we'll say that to last. I always like to review those last. I'm going to pop this down there. Hopefully my dogs who are in here today with me will be snoring or treading on bits and what have you. Right, so what should we start with? We'll start with the turret. Yeah, no, we'll start with the lower hulls. In fact, not the turret. So, put that to one side. So we've got the lower hull first, which we get out of the way. No detail underneath. We've got a hole, what looks like a pinprick, just there. I'm not sure what that's all about. Again, the sides, not much detail, and on the back, not much either. So nothing really major to look at here. Stamp 2012 Meng, so it's obviously a fairly new kit, as all the Meng kits are, to be fair. But not much there to look at, so nothing really awe-inspiring, but it's all crisply moulded, and I'm going to guess all the parts are going to fit quite well. So that's that really, nothing magical to look at there. We'll get a bit more detail now on the upper hull. Oh, we've got another couple of parts in there actually. Road wheel sprockets by the look of it, assume the sprockets. So upper hull. Again, we've got surface detail depicting various, well, are they lockers? I don't know if it has lockers on it or what. That's what they look like storage bins, which is quite cool. Vents, exhausts, mud guards, which are obviously movable on the rear vehicle, because you can see the hinges just there. Intakes, and again, nothing really awe-inspiring there. A bit of detail on the side, bit of flash here and there. You got a hatch. Like I say, the whole surface detail is dominated by these. I'm assuming the storage bins on top. They've got quite nice detail to them, to the handles, depicting the hinges and what have you, so that looks quite good. Again, stamp 2012, because obviously it's the same kit. Whether this has been used in their other kits, I think they do another Merkava, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. But again, all looks good quality. There's a Exactly like the Bradley, not flash, just little wisps. That's a moulding part there. Saying there as well, it's been cut off, if you can see that just there. So again, no real problem. It's just that wispy screws again. Exactly what we had in the Bradley. Got the turret parts, I'm assuming we've got the two main components of the turret here. You got the lower half, oh that's nice. Nice bit of detail there, so that'll be the lower half. And obviously that's going to sit on there somehow like that. Nothing much to look at with this bit, this is just a lower part attached to the hull. But again, all nicely crisply moulded and made. No problems with that. Now we've got upper surface detail, which there is quite a lot of nice detail on there. I'll zoom in a bit so you can see. So as you can see, plenty of surface detail, so washers, pin washers, everything's going to show up really nice, really well. A couple of hatches here. Again, plenty of surface detail depicted in what look like, again, storage bins, vents, whether it's an AC unit, I don't know. But obviously, once you get a wash in there, it's going to really accentuate that really well. It's going to look absolutely superb. So again, nice little touch. In the other bag, I'm not going to open it. We've got a couple of, they're either idle wheels, which it could be because there's no cogs on them. You can see those in there. They're nicely depicted, nicely crisply moulded. Already joined together, so they're made in one piece, I assume. And again, no faults there. A little bit more of that flash on there. In fact, what we're getting, it's not really flash. Oh, I'm going to open that actually. So what we got, it's not actually flash. You're zoomed in, so you can see just there and there. It must be where they've been removed from a larger sprue. Can you see that? Just in front of both my index and the fingernails. So that must be where they've been removed because they're both identical in it. So they haven't been crisply, sorry, I'm in our shop. They haven't been crisply removed. It's a bit of a shame because just in my thumbnail there you can see it. A little bit of detail has been lost. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but a little bit of care when removing parts at this by the manufacturers doesn't hurt, does help. I'm going to zoom this back out. So it's a bit of a shame that it's done that. It's not like it's, well, it is like it's rushed kind of. It's just a bit of a shame really why they do that. But they do, unfortunately. Right, so we've got some poly caps. Let's pop that in there. Two identical sprues, as you can see, so I'm going to lose one of them. Pop that in there. Suspension parts, road wheels. I think, like I said, you get two choices of steel and rubber ones. Poly caps. So obviously these are the road wheels as well. Let's pop them down there. Just your generic poly caps that you get most wheels. Good thing about that is it means you can pop the wheels on and off when you want. Like I just said, I think it gives you the option of rubber and steel wheels. Detail looks good. I can't see any major faults with this sprue at all. Like I said, it's just road wheels. Not really interesting to look at. You've got the outer wheel surface detail there. So I'll zoom in quickly for you to see. Just there, like so. So again, nice bit of detail, not overdone. Whether it's that on the rear vehicle, I don't know. But there is detail there. Again, it's not the most awe-inspiring part to look at. We'll probably get some more interesting bits. Yeah, we've got side skirts and what have you coming up. So we've got, again, two identical sprues, so we'll lose one. Again, we've got suspension components, drive gear covers, a spare track links, various other small parts, which I don't even know what they are. Again, sprockets that crisply moulded, really nicely made. We're assuming suspension arms, tow hooks, other small parts like these. They're really nicely done, just down here. Behind my index finger. As you see there, they're nicely replicated. Very nice and crisp. There's no flash on them at all. No problems, no bearing, no marks. Nothing at all. So again, we go through to the drive sprockets. This is quite nice. I'm not sure what part it is, but it's like a replication of chain just there. So again, nice detail. So again, nice crisp sprues. Get my camera to focus back. Nice crisp parts. So again, you have no problems with those. Minimal clean-up once the screw gate's been cleaned off. That's going to look great again. Next up we have a, oh there we go, that's how they've done the ball and chain arm. We'll get to that in a little bit, we'll save the smaller screws till last. So we've got side armour, more parts of the turret by the look of it. So we've got various components, I'm guessing they're storage bins for the back of these here. Obviously this is going to form part of the turret, I assume. Side skirt again with that raised surface detail and looks great. No problems there. More parts of the hull, what looks like an access hatch. Whether it's an engine cover or not, I don't know. These look like storage bins. And again, surface detail is quite nice. Going to hold a wash really nice, especially on those side skirts. Got recessed and raised surface detail. Each one of the side armour plates is actually individually numbered. It's 11 to 20. That's quite a nice touch. Just in the top, the camera will pick it up. See how close in we can get. See if we can get to focus. There you go, so you can see just there, 11, 12, all the way across to 20 on the last one. So that's a nice little touch, because I'm assuming the real life full size variant, each one's numbered as well, so they keep track of which one's been changed or which one might be a problem with that needs looking at. And again, surface detail here is nice. You've got fold down, tie down straps, bars rather, and again another vent just there. So again, nice detail. It's going to add a nice touch to it. Once you get a wash on it, it's going to really accentuate all this raised detail. It's going to look absolutely superb. Next up we have hatches, gun barrel lock. And again, grills, no problems there at all. All looks superb. Very crispy molded. We do have a few slight wisps of that plastic we were getting on the Bradley. Maybe that's just part of the course for Meng. It's not a problem at all, because you can literally, I can take that off with my fingernail. No dramas, no problems whatsoever. We've got handles, various other small components. We've got a shovel. I'm not sure what that part is. It looks like a tool, but I can't quite figure out what it is. Various covers and more drivetrain components there as well. Next up we have mantlets and the barrel, which is sectional in about half a dozen pieces, is it? Which is always a bit of a shame. We've got a 50 cal. I'm not sure the other weapons, that's a 50 cal there. Not sure about that one. Nicely rendered though, nicely reproduced. We've got 50 cal here, a couple of other machine guns here. Not entirely sure, almost looks like a GPMG, but I don't think it is. Like I said, there's the barrel and its components, so there's at least 6 components. Mantlet, barrel shroud, the thermal cover. Again, no problems there. Even the smaller parts are nicely rendered. Right the way through. I'll zoom in a minute to have a look at those MGs. So we've got a 50 cal there. Obviously this is a turret mounted one. I'm going to assume that's a coaxial mounted one. I'm not sure on the MG on these. Should know that. But I don't, but that one does look a little bit like a GPMG. To me it does anyway, the butt does. Like I say, 50 cal, nicely rendered, both sides. Nice and crisp, and like I say, clean them off at the screw gates, minimal cleanup. Other parts, like I say, you got the barrel, but get it to focus. So there's 2 components, there's 2 more with the thermal cover. The mantlet is there. And again, as you can see, they just go across the whole sprue. No problems there. Even the smaller parts. All nicely moulded. Should have no dramas with those at all. Absolutely spot on. Even the tiniest of tiny parts, these ones here, really well replicated. Top drugger looks to be a stunning kit, and with the mine roller, makes it a really interesting one as well. Right, we've got spare track links in this one. Spare track links, various hooks, handles, etc, etc. I can pretend to know what they are. But again, as with all those screws, nicely only got antenna bases there, they're nicely done, exactly like the other one we've seen before. And again, no problems, all crisply done. Plenty of small parts, some quite awkward parts to cut off. These are going to be a bit of a nightmare. Cutting those off without snapping them, because sod's law, you'll cut at the bottom, it'll snap halfway up on you. Spare track links, again, no problems there at all, looks to be absolutely spot on. Next sprue, gets an interesting bit in a minute because I can see some textured armour plates. So, we've got a nice mesh cover there, assuming it's a grill of some sort. All looks as though it's been drilled out, obviously it's not moulded that way, that's really crisp. A couple of these parts here, these are real delicate parts, you need to be careful with those, cutting them off. We've got various grab handles here. We've got a part that's actually snapped here, which is a shame. I'll zoom in a minute so you can see. Obviously you can fix it, you can glue it back together. Hatches, hatch covers. I'm not sure what they are. Like a grenades actually, that's quite nice. Let's have a little look at that. So you can see these here. Actually look like grenades to me, probably smoke. They're quite nice. All the small parts down this side, all crisply done. And back up the same. Real nice, got both hatches there. They're done really nice. I'm going to show you these thin parts here. Look, super delicate. Sadly this one has snapped, and there's the identical one at the top. Like I say, various pulls, handles, grab holds, etc. And then that mesh screen I was telling you about before. It's really nicely done, that. Absolutely superb. You can see my fingers through it. Absolutely spot on. So again, small parts, no problem, which is nice to see, because that's often where you get suffered with flash on smaller sprues. It just seems to be that, just that wispy stuff I keep going on about, which isn't a problem anyway. Again, like Lee's having he's bought, he's waiting for them, a lot of Meng kits. I think I'll be having definitely a few. Excellent, we've got, these are turret parts obviously. Again, we've got the nice recessed and raised detail, so once again, like I said before, once you have a wash, this thing's going to just pop. Absolutely superb. Again, you got the renditions of tie downs, handles, so again you also storage bins. So it's a nice touch, it certainly adds a lot of detail, and again no problem there at all. I'll bring us in to have a little look. So again, absolutely spot on, lovely lovely detail. It's going to really look nice once painted up, weathered, etc. Really can't fault that at all. Okay, what have we got in here? So we've got more armour plates, we've got fuel cans, well jerry cans, we've got more of that chain armour here, we've got various covers and the textured as if they're fabric, so that's a nice touch as well. Saying down the bottom there's about a dozen parts there, replicated in a wavy as if it's a fabric pattern, and again they're nicely reproduced. More armour plates at the bottom, lovely. A big huge plate. I'm assuming this is what's going to be for the stowage bins at the back. We won't know until we get the instructions. And like I say, more there with more of the ball armour for the back. Now whether that's better than the ball and chain armour that comes with the Hobby Boss kit, because that is actual individual balls you have to superglue to the actual chain, don't know. The only way you'll know that is by building them both and seeing what they look like. Obviously it's still a rendition of each, so it still gives the impression of what it actually is. This part of the back here, I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a tripod or some sort of a cover on top, and like I say, you've got a couple of jerry cans there. I don't know if they're fuel or water, maybe you've got a choice. A couple of assault rifles there, look like M4s. Actually quite nicely made. Well, we'll come in for a look at those actually, because they're quite nice. A couple of M4 carbines there, which are nicely rendered, so they must have racks somewhere where they can be attached on the kit. So they'll look nice, and I'll just go through some of these texture parts. As you can see, it looks like a tripod to me. I'm totally wrong. Could be a pair of bagpipes for all I know. but that's what it looks like to me. It does look like similar to bagpipes, really. Jerry cans, armour plates, you got various hooks, and what have you there. We go across, here's all the textured fabric parts, which I'm assuming are going to be part of the stowage. You got what look like ammunition boxes across to there. Again, more of these textured fabric parts, and then across to the bigger one a lot. So it's really nicely rendered. So like I say, paint it up, get it weathered, dry brush it to give it the impression of different depths, and it's going to look absolutely spot on. Looks to be a brilliant kit so far. Absolutely can't fault it. More armour parts, so I'm not sure how much of this thing's actually covered in this. Again, very similar to parts we had before. We've got the various tie down hooks, handles and what have you, and again side plates, which are going to be for the slow side of these to attach them to the, I'm assuming it's part of the turret. And again, side plates, not much to look at there really, but again, all crisply done. Superb. What I do like on the Meng kits is that the sprue labels, the letters are huge. So rather than being a little farting thing in a corner, you really, when you're looking through the box, it's quite hard to spot. These are actually rather big, so you can really, they really do stand out. Absolutely superb. Coming to the end of the screws, you've got about 4 left, I think. Now, I don't know if these are part of the mine roller, they could be. I know the next 2 look like they are. It certainly looks like it to me. Again, no problems on there. Got nice surface detail here, what looks again like a hatch, hinges replicated there. Couple of what look like footholds. Yeah, definitely parts of the mine roller. I don't know the next 2 sprues are as well, which we'll get to now. So we've got the mine roller wheels, there's 2 identical sprues. Like I say, both identical, so 2 of each. You got mine roller wheels. That's quite cool. You got the actual, almost looks like a stencil on the side there. So I'm guessing that's just stuck on, is it? We'll tell it goes to the instructions, but we've got 410715. It looks like a Y. Quite unusual. Now obviously this is an option, this. If you don't want to put the mine roller on, you don't have to. It's your choice at the end of the day. Personally, I prefer the look of the kit without it, but you bought it, so it's a case of do you use it or do you save for something else. But I think it kind of spoils the look of the Merkava, but maybe you've done one already, standard, you want to do the mine roller one. Again, your choice, it's your modelling, you build what you want. And again, no problems there at all, everything's crisp. So no faults or problems there whatsoever. So there we go, so that's all the main sprues. We've got a little one left, which is the ball and chain armour, which we'll open up as well. So I'll leave that there actually. So like I say, the Hobby Boss kit is rendered with actual ball and chain. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for us to see. This one is plastic. To be fair, the plastic is really well done. Obviously you have to snip each ball off and tidy each one up at the bottom, which is going to be a little bit tricky to not snap them off, because once you cut them off they are loose. But the chain's well done. It's a little bit thicker than I'd like it to be, if I'm honest. Could do being a little bit thin. There's obviously a grill there as well, but it's going to give the impression it's, trying to, which is that ball and chain armour. So it looks good to me. Absolutely spot on. I think the last sprue we've got is the clear parts. So these are all the vision ports, which bagged and bagged and individually wrapped, which is always nice. Gives it super protection. Clear parts are super clear. Clarity is absolutely perfect. Okay, you got your vision ports. Look at a couple of windows. Not sure what they're for, but again, same with the rest of the kit. No problem with the plastic whatsoever. Absolutely top drawer. So I do like that, individually bagged and wrapped as well. So it gives top protection rather than the likes of Airfix and Rebel that just chuck the clear part in with the rest of the plastic in one bag and it gets damaged and scratched to hell. Or Tammy, who like to stick it in a bag with staples. Yep, you've heard me moan plenty of times about the staples. You pull it out of the bag, you run the risk of catching it and destroying it. Tracks, now this is probably my only criticism of the tank, but It may look okay once they're on. The top row of the tracks is invisible anyway, so whether it warrants upgrading or not, but the treads themselves look quite good. Some of the better tracks I've seen, the crisp, moulded inside and out. So they shouldn't be too bad. Obviously there's a pair of them, I wouldn't much go to about two of them, would it? No, it doesn't look too bad. You'll probably get away with that, to be honest, if he wants to. Whether anybody does aftermarket tracks yet, I don't know, to be honest. Something worth looking into, but they shouldn't prove too much of a problem. As long as it's not like Trumpter ones I've just done, which snapped about 8 times on me in varying places, and I had to staple them. Was the only way I get them to stick together, which never works out. Well, it works, well, it just doesn't look great. These, hopefully, put locating pins in, a bit of glue of your choice, and hopefully they'll stick together for you. They can be a little bit of a pain to stick together, to be honest. Well, fingers crossed they won't be. Decals, you've got markings, I think it's 2 tanks, if we can get it open. So again, decals look alright, cartograph decals, so they should be top quality, unless you're Lee building an Airfix Javelin, and then he falls to bits on you, and you can't get them to fit. Sorry, Lee. But to me these look great. There's not many on there. A lot of markings. You've got Star of David unit markings, like I say, it gives you a couple of them, so you've got a couple of options there, and it's not going to be too taxing a decal session at all. So I'll just pop these back in while I can. I don't like leaving the decals out because all they're going to do is get damaged. Pop those in there, and the last little baggie, we got a bit of lead, a couple of lengths of wire, length of string, and a big length of chain, which actually looks really meaty chain, so obviously that's part of the mine roller, I'm assuming. I'm not going to open that because those bits are just going to get lost, but like I say, just a bit of lead. I'm not sure what that's for. We shall find out now because we're going to look at the instructions. So make sure you zoomed right out. Again, instruction book, nicely bound, proper book, not these folder things just driving around the bend. Again, picture on the front with the mine roller. Again, yeah, the chain's there, so that chain is for that. Again, information on the front about the mine roller itself. I'm not going to read it. If you want to read it, pause that screen, have a read of it yourself. So there you go. Oh, there's a bit more there as well. Sorry, I didn't see that bit. So if you want to read, have a little pause. I'll spin it over on that one too. There you go. So first off, you got your where is it? Caution, safety instructions. Obviously, you know, don't poke yourself in the eye with a rusty ferret, or you know, jump off a cliff while gluing the bits together. Just your generic safety info. Tools required, which are quite simple again. So it's just, you know, basic tools. No mention of chainsaws or angle grinders, thank God. Decal application. You know, don't lick them, stick them on. They can all go on. And that's it. Colours. Mr. Hobby Aqueous and Mr. Colour. So again, not the greatest range of colours, but it still gives you Aqueous, which to me are a top drawer kit anyway. Again, if you want to see the colours, have a little pause on that. You can see all the numbers and colours required. Silver, flat white, flat black, steel, sandy brown, RLMO2, obviously the closest match to the colour they need. Khaki brown, sail colour, clear red, clear blue, semi-gloss black, red, sandy brown, and green FS 34079. So quite a random variety of colours there. I'm assuming that's because it's IDF colours. Now, I just reviewed a MiG ammo IDF colour set. Hopefully it can be used on this and on my one as well, because that's what I got it for. So you start off with row wheel assembly. The instructions are nice and clear. So obviously you've got your steel type and your rubber type as well, so 2 different variants of the wheels. It goes through assembling the wheels, whether it's the all steel or the rubber one, so it gives you both separate and together, so it's not a little box to one side which you can often miss. You can actually get you both together there. Drive sprockets, either wheel, which we thought they were at the back, and the return rolls as well. Starting off with your running gear, running through. I'm not going to read every page, but the instructions are lovely and clear, as you can see. It shouldn't cause much confusion. They're a little bit busy. These are smaller instructions than the Bradley, I think, so there's a bit more crammed into each step. So it's just being mindful of what you're installed. Nowhere near as bad as the Dragon photograph instructions I'm using at the minute on a Panther, which are driving around the bend because they're the vaguest of vague instructions written by a blind badger with glaucoma, I think, because I just can't see anything. It's just absolutely ridiculous instructions. If I had hair, I'd pull it out. And that's it really. So nice clear instructions. They're a little bit busy, but as long as you keep track of what you're doing, you're not going to make any mistake. You've got the rear baskets being attached, all your vision ports. So I'm assuming, like it says, you can do the baskets empty and closed. I think, sorry, empty and full, like it said. Trying to find a side skirts assembly. So I think you got different types. I think you got a whole. Is that one piece? I'm not sure if you got individual and one piece. I think it said that on the front of the box, didn't it? Let's have a little look. There's the box over my head. Yep, it is. So you got a one piece, which is interesting being there upside down. You got a one piece one there, or individual. So I'm guessing if you wanted, you could leave one off, which is nice because it saves you having to saw this apart to take one off. We all like the odd armour plate missing. Whether the IDF do that, I don't know. But using individual ones, you can do that, or you can, you know, paint it differently or what have you. So again, a nice little touch. Tells you about installing the tracks, paint them steel. Doesn't tell you what glue to use on them, which might be helpful. The barrel, one piece barrel or slide molded barrel is so much better, but only really seems to be Dragon that produce those, which is a bit of a shame. These are a little bit of a pain to do. I've just done one of these on a Challenger, and it does take a little bit of time. Quite hard sanding seams on parts like this on the thermal cover with raised parts. More so on the Challenger because it had the recoil, I don't know what it's called, with the sag on, and you just lost all the surface detail sanding it. Putting the gun in the turret, attaching the gun, the turret lower halves, all the armour on the roof, to the turret basket. So hopefully, yes, I see. Right. So when it says open and full, you get the top cover that we've seen before, which was textured. Obviously you get the choice of having that on or leaving it empty, so that replicates it being full with a ton, but not a tonneau cover, but tarp over it. So that's quite a nice touch again as well. You got antennas being added, the turret baskets, which are those thin parts we looked at before, the ball and chain armour. So that's going to be quite time consuming. Not as time consuming as a Hobby Boss one, but it's still going to take your time. Putting the assault rifles on the roof. Again, jerry can, antenna bases, periscopes, attaching all the observation and aiming devices to the roof. So, pretty clear, concise. GPMG, I knew that was a GPMG. Knew it was. So yeah, GPMGs, you've got commanders and the loaders. So obviously, I'm assuming one's outside and one's coaxial, is it? We shall see in a minute. I knew that was a GPMG. No, the commanders must be remotely operated. Gotcha. So again, as with most Israeli tanks, they look awesome and they're well and truly well armed. So you've got 3 MGs there, 2 GPMG 7.62s, which are enough on their own, and a 50 cal. So that's an immense bit of firepower. Definitely. Just check that there's a 50 cal, I know it is. Calls it M2. I'm sure it's a 50 cal though. Smoke grenade launcher, I missed that before. So that's what they are smoke grenades, but they're actually built into the launcher, so yeah, it's a nice little touch. Onto the mine roller now. So tactical marking boards, then onto the mine roller. So obviously if you're not building it, you don't need to read these instructions, but again, all the way through, clear and concise with the chain. And that's it. So obviously building that mine roller is not really a taxing build. All the parts, all the sprues laid out, which is always a good touch. Certainly plenty of sprues, that we counted about 20. Plus your lower upper hull, your decals, all the extras. So it's certainly going to give you, it's going to be a nice build. It looks to be a top drawer kit. I can't see any faults so far. And obviously you've got your colour call outs there for both tanks. One is sandy brown and one is RLMO2. So I'm going to assume they are the 2 different colours. I've got the IDF set of mine, which is quite nice. Or it might be the green. So you've got 2009, and the first one doesn't have a date. So again, awesome looking tank, absolutely superb. It's got to be one of the best looking modern battle tanks. Absolutely awesome thing, just looks so futuristic, really does have a distinctive look. And there we go, there's Meng's Merkava. My impressions look spot on. Will I be adding one to my stash? I don't know. I'm sure Meng do another Merkava. I've got the Hobby Boss one, which Lee's reviewed earlier on the channel. That looks superb. Is it better than this? I don't know. I shall have to get that down and have a look again and see what I think. Will I add one? I don't know. I'm sure they do one without the mine roller. I don't want the mine roller, so I'll probably find one without. Maybe I'll add one. You guys will see. But there we go. So there's a review of Meng's Merkava. One of you guys is going to win this. It's a cracking looking kit. You're getting a lot of kit for your money. Well, you're not paying for it. If you're buying it, you do. And there you go. So review of it, and that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope that review wasn't too bad. Hope this camera angle doesn't scare you too much. If it does, put it near the fireplace and I'll keep the kids away from the fire. Or you can throw a dart, print me off and throw a dart at me. I'm not bothered. Big target, you can't miss me. And that's it. So give me a shout out what you think of this camera angle. And if it's any good, I'll use it for virtually everything. I'll even use it in the build videos. Not really convinced about that front angle one. It's a little bit tight and it's a reverse angle. I've never really been happy with it since I did it. So maybe we'll keep the camera on me and add a bit of a personal touch where I can talk to the camera. And personally to you guys. It's a bit better me talking to the camera because it makes it a bit more personal. But there we go. So thanks for watching the review today, guys. I'll catch you soon and I'll see you on the forums.